Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, answer to star question 6A. Sir, the various sources of water which are supplied to the households under Jal Jeevan Mission are surface sources and groundwater. B. Yes, sir, with a view to lessen the dependency of water supply only from River Umeo at Moplang, which is the source of Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme, the proposed source of water to cater to New Shillong Township is River Umkhen.
Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. Thank you, Mr. Minister in charge of PHE. Sir, regarding the GGM scheme, I feel talking about water is like a river system. There is the mouth and there is the source. Here in the PHE department, I would like to say there is the water, there is the household taps, there is the water tanks, and there are the sources. Well, I feel, sir, in my constituency, especially in the rural areas, I want to stress more on the sources. There we have mostly seasonal sources, which are spring sources. During the winters, it is dry, and this winter, I've been seeing in my constituency, people are starting to buy water.
Members, please speak.
Sir,
to
I'm
your
coming
question.
I'm coming to the question, sir. Sir, I just want to say, I put a question to the Minister in charge of PHE. What are the steps taken by the department to strengthen the source, especially for GGM schemes in my constituency and in the rural areas?
So, Honorable Member is asking for the strengthening of the sources. Sir, the sources is, it's a question. Our sources are mostly rain-fed sources, and we depend on that sources for supplying of Jal Jeevan Mission. So, the government is taking various steps to preserve the sources, because the climate change is the issue where the question of drying up of the sources. So therefore, the government is taking several steps to rejuvenate the sources, like from the Soil and Water Department, also Soil and Water Conservation Department, Water Resources, and other department as well, from to conserve and rejuvenate the sources of the particular springs. With regard to Jal Jeevan Mission sources, we are geotagging all the sources so that it can be monitored easily and necessary steps can be taken.
Sir, I have read the GGM guidelines. So it says a service level of 55 LPCD per liter per day. So with such spring sources, the question to the Minister in charge again, will the department be able to achieve this target 55 liters per capita per day?
So we are trying our level best to achieve that, sir.
Okay, sir. So one more last thing. The Jal Jeevan Mission, just want to know from the Minister in charge, when is the deadline date for the JGM scheme?
Sir, there is no deadline as such, but then target has been fixed to complete the Jal Jeevan projects by March 2024.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Baron Leader.
Of reply of the Honorable Minister in charge PHE, he said the source of the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme and Jal Jeevan Mission is River Umeo. Sir, is the Minister aware that this source is drying up and there it seems there is very little effort to conserve these catchment areas. Because earlier in the House I had spoken about conserving that catchment area. Because it's not only Upper Shillong that get its water supply from there. The entire Shillong, sir, get its water supply from River Umiao. Here it was stated that the water is from Mauplang. No, sir. The water is from there, and that place is called Khandai Umtong, Khandai Umdi. So, sir, I request the Honorable Minister PHE, since he looks after soil and water conservation also, to ensure that we get adequate water supply, that catchment area is protected, and then rejuvenation work is done to afforestation and construction of check dams and all that, sir. Otherwise, we're going to have huge problems, sir, in future, because that catchment area is being deforestation is going on a large scale, and it seems there are some efforts by the government for afforestation, but I think needs more to be done, sir, to ensure that that area is protected and we get adequate water supply for the entire Shillong, sir, not only for Upper Shillong area, for the entire Shillong area, Greater Shillong area, sir.
So, first of all, to inform Honorable Member from Honorable LO that Umiao River is not the source for Jal Jeevan missions, because there are several thousands of Jal Jeevan missions which has been implementing in entire state. So therefore, for Jal Jeevan mission, there are several sources, and Umiao River is a source for Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme. The points you have mentioned is noted, sir, and then I would like to inform the Honorable Member that several steps are being taken from different departments to protect the catchment area of Umiao River.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. I would just like to supplement one of the very important points mentioned by the Honorable LO and other members. Sir, just recently, about a week back, we have launched a very big program along with KFW. It's an externally aided project where the Umiao Basin and the Ganol Basin, the entire catchment area is going to be rejuvenated, sir. This is a 344 crore project. And this 344 crore project, the project was launched just last week. I had launched it from Shillong. And through this project, the precise project or the basin that the Honorable LO had mentioned for the Greater Shillong water supply, as well as the water supply for Garo Hills for Tura, these two projects are being taken up under this very, very large program called MEG Arise. So this is a 344 crore project, and this will be a big step towards improving the catchment area of Umiao River as well as of Ganol River.
So I'd like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister because, sir, this needs to be done urgently, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I have one supplementary question. The big problem that we have for JJM is pumping. May I know from the Honorable Minister, did the government has any plan to provide fuel to the pumping of JJM in the state?
Well,
Fuel.
Well, sir, with regard to your question is whether the department will be providing fuel to the pumpings. Well, let me examine the matter, sir. I'll get back to Honorable Member.
yeah.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, one more, sir. See, sir, if the government cannot provide fuel, who will provide? Because we know that the villages cannot afford. So my request to the government is to look into it, this matter, to kindly see and look into it, to provide fuel to all the pumping in the state of Meghalaya, because that is the big problem. This is my request to the Honorable Ministers.
I'll get the matter examined, sir.
Arjun Basumai.
So, we know that in order to implement the JJM scheme successfully, the government cannot depend on the existing water sources. So may I know how many new sources have been found in the process of implementing the JJM schemes? How many new sources? The process of implementing the JJM schemes.
Sir, JJM scheme implementation is almost getting saturated. So whatever the sources has to be identified, already identified, and the water is being supplied from that sources.
Yes, sir, my question is very simple. How many new sources have been identified and found in the process of implementing? Because you cannot depend on the existing sources. So how many numbers of sources, new sources?
Sir, the number is not with me, so I'll require notice for that.
Okay, thank you.
Question, sir. Since we are talking about the source, so water and soil is like two sides of the same coins. So we have to conserve water and soil. So, sir, is there any specific approach or any specific plan by the department or by the government or the department concerned to conserve each and every water source at every village level or at any running source that we are drawing the water from that particular source?
Sir, I didn't get the questions. Can I?
No. Do you have any specific approach or specific plan, sir, to conserve each and every source of water?
Sir, conserving of the sources is a big challenge for us. This is a climate change. We are facing the climate change, and this is a global crisis which we are facing. So therefore, we are trying our level best to conserve from all departments. Like soil and water conservations, we are going to implement the climate adaptive projects which will conserve and rejuvenate the sources that we to protect the catchment areas.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. Mrs. Deputy Speaker, sir. Okay. Sir, this is a question which is actually very relevant. And since it's an interdepartmental question, hence I would like to just supplement to what the Honorable Minister has already replied. Sir, the Meghalaya government is one of the first governments to come out with a state water policy. When the Jal Jeevan review was held in Shillong and the Honorable Minister had come, he had mentioned about the model that Meghalaya has adopted, which is a holistic approach towards ensuring that water supply is given in a sustainable manner to the people, which means not just the pipe connection but also the source. So having said that, to reply specifically to the questions that were raised by the Honorable Minister, by the Honorable members, so there are multiple projects going on today to conserve water. So this House will be happy to know that we are one of the first few states in the country today to work closely with NASAC, which is the Northeast Space Agency. And we have mapped through satellite pictures, we have mapped over 50,000 springs. And now the Soil Conservation Department, through another externally aided project, this time with ADB, we are working towards creating over 400-500, minimum 400-500 reservoirs to stop the flow of the water or to store the water. Apart from this, there are many spring rejuvenation projects going on by the Soil Conservation Department, one which was inaugurated just by me just about 2-3 weeks back in Suez site. And we had inaugurated that as a beautiful example of how 9 springs were rejuvenated, and today people are getting, the village is now getting almost 50,000 liters of water in that particular source, which was completely dried up. So like this, there are many, many projects going on across the state for soil conservation, number 1. Number 2, to create reservoirs. Number 3, to have catchment area protection. Again, the project which I just mentioned, which is Meg Arise project. And hence, at multiple levels, water is being addressed. It is not easy because it is, along with climate change, there are many other factors, human intervention,